Hi and welcome to day 6 of Counting the Omer. The energies or the Sephirots we are tapping into today is called Yesod within Chesed. Yesod is really all about the sacral chakra, if you know that system or have that preference. It's about our desire to create. We are born with this innate desire to have something, to do something, we need something, we want something. And we are continuously creating. You are continuously creating thoughts. You're continuously creating actions. So this is our true nature. And it can be a beautiful, divine, this river, this Chesed river that continuously is flowing through us. If we just allow that to go in the right direction and in a pure way, we can create so much beauty and love in this world. The problem is that we are living in a world where we have separated us so far away from our true nature. And we are so driven by more, animalistic desires. We have so much trauma in our previous lives, this life, that we are kind of going in circle and just creating over and over again the same suffering. This Yesod is about relationship and connection. You know, the reason we connect, if you look at it at a very physical perspective, animalistic perspective, is for us to reproduce. So we can just, create more life, more life, more life. So we have this in our nature to create new life. But when we do that from more, it's like we come from a place of lack and we come from a place of insecurities and fears and trauma. We kind of create just more of that. So this whole counting of the omer is there to help us to become more aware of where we have trauma in our lives with our parents and when we grew up, where there is wounds that we are not maybe aware of even, which creates that we attract people into our lives that trigger these wounds. And we are just having those same experiences again and again, just with different kind of, just a different man or a woman or whatever. In its purest divine form, if we were all in the light of who we are, we would have been in beautiful relationships. And we would be very creative. We would create music and art and new things. We would use our creativity in a more natural and healthy way. And also when we create, we would have been more aware of the consequences of what we are creating. But when we are driven by the more animalistic, egoistic desire to have more, to achieve more, to have more success in our working life, or conquer this or that man or woman, or we just connect because we have a need to have our physical need for touch and love to be met. We are not there with an intention of sharing love and creating love and harmony and beauty. We are not ready to take the full responsibility for our actions either. So if I'm driven by like need, or I just want to have new shoes or new clothes all the time, I'm not taking the responsibility for that effect it has on the environment. So every time we have a desire and we move after the desire, we allow that desire to kind of guide us in a direction. It takes us forward. But where is it taking us? And what is this desire really about? Is it just an old pattern? Is it a wound? Is your soul really seeking maybe someone who can heal you? When in reality, the only one who can heal is you. So I see this tendency everywhere that we go into relationships, either it's a friendship or a love relationship. There is a lack of intention and awareness. So the question is, how can we sit down with ourselves, connect within, and allow those people in our lives to be mirrors? Ask yourself, what are these people showing me about myself? It's so easy to point the finger to that one or this one. But really what they are showing us is probably where we have wounds, or unless the relationship feels very harmonious and beautiful and easy and flowing. And you feel safe and good in that relationship. So the Yesod is also about sexuality, of course, because we connect through sexuality. This is our, where we can create the most beautiful thing ever. We can create a baby. It's such a miracle. This is how powerful we are. That with our bodies we can create and give like a form to a soul to come into. But are we really mindful about that? So every time we have sex, that's really the potential. So I'm learning more and more to really be very aware of my sexual energy and where I'm sharing it and with whom and the intention behind it. And I'm having the experience that when I make love, I merge completely with another soul, and it takes me directly to heaven. I'm doing this as the most sacred spiritual practice there is. And if my partner is not there with me, he's not on this level, it feels like I would rather, not go there. Then I don't need it, so to speak. So we need to learn, I think most people at least need to learn how to hold ourselves, contain ourselves, be whole within. And then we can really create beautiful relationships. And also hold space for each other, because we can't expect ourselves or others to be whole just like that. This is a process probably for the rest of this life and maybe many lifetimes after this. And some people, they don't want to go there. But I guess since you are listening to this, you are already on a spiritual path. And my question to you today is, when you create something, either you are going into a sexual interaction, or you just create art, or you're working and you're creating something on your job, or you want to make a phone call to a friend, that's also a creation. What do you want to create? And are you in alignment with your soul, this river of love, when you are creating? And if not, if there's this feeling of disconnect, or feeling that you're kind of just doing what you're always done, but something feels wrong, maybe there is some need of healing or integration, or just more awareness. You are so powerful that every thought holds the potential to create something. And if you really sit with that and align yourself with that river of love, that unconditional love that continuously is pouring from God into your soul, into your essence, and into this physical form, into your thoughts and heart and body. Imagine how much love and light we could actually create in this world if that was our main intention in life, to tap into this river and just create from there. But we hold so much fear. Fear of sharing the wisdom that comes from within. Fear of sharing our voice or art or what we create. Fear of being who we are, authentic with others. Fear of being vulnerable. Fear of sharing love. Today I realized that I love so much, but there are so many people who are not ready for that love. So I find myself adapting to that. Holding my love back because they can't receive it. Which is understandable, there's always a reason for this. And I don't have to pour all of my river, of love towards that person. But at the same time, I would like to surround myself with people who can receive that without being fearful or shutting down or running away from it. At least those people I have closest to me, I would really love to just share this unconditional love, which is who I am. But we are not used to connecting this way because we are so far away from that river sometimes, so separated. But we can only do one thing: to forgive ourselves when we realize that we have been creating out of separation. And then try one more time, again and again and again. If you have some wounds or trauma or things that you kind of see yourself being stuck in and you can't find your way out of it, there are so many people who can help you. There are so many good therapists, healers out there. You can just reach out. The archangel working with our emotions specifically is Gabriel and Raphael. And if you really want to heal your heart, you can call on Chamuel. So there's a lot of divine connection and support as well. When I really need deep emotional healing and I feel completely alone and lost in the world, I call on Mother Mary, the Divine Mother. And I surrender to Mother Earth and I pray and I pray and I pray for her to hold me and embrace me. And for me, Mother Mary, she's just, her light and her presence is just so motherly and supportive and caring that she can just melt away every pain there is. I remember one time I was sitting and I was sensing into a wound in me where I have this tendency to feel that I'm not enough for people, that I'm not doing enough and I'm not sharing my gifts enough. And it makes me feel really bad when I, attack myself with this kind of thoughts that I'm not enough. And because of what I've been through in my life, I'm not like, everyone else. I need so much more time for resting and being alone, and sometimes that can be really hard to be so different and having different needs than many other people. But anyways, I was sitting and I was thinking about my past and the trauma with cancer and everything I've been through, and I connected with Mother Mary because I was so stuck in that, and her presence came, and when I was sitting in that beautiful love, what happened was that a deer came running right outside my window, and this beautiful deer, it had only 3 legs, so the 4th leg was just cut off, it was completely gone, so it was running with 3 legs. And I saw myself in that beautiful deer, and I was thinking, oh my God, you are me and I am you. And you are so broken in a way. You only have 3 legs, but still you are running. Yes, you are more vulnerable than those deers with 4 legs, but yet you are running. And I was thinking, I can run too. I am strong, I am powerful, and I am beautiful, just as I am. And this is how we can be supported. We don't always have to find some therapist or go outside our house to find help. We just need to connect. And we all have this ability. We can all connect with Mother Mary, with Mother Earth, with Father God, with the archangels. And there are so many beautiful healing meditations out there, on YouTube, where you can call on different archangels and have some assistance to get to know them a little bit better, know their energy, just have that channeled for you the first times you connect with them. And when you have done that a couple of times, you will start to recognize them. You will feel their power when they are there with you. I see them in colors, and I feel their power and their energy in a way when they come to me and they surround me. And everyone has this ability. Everyone has this healing gift in their own soul. It's just that when we are separated from it, we don't realize that. And we don't know how to begin or where to start. And we think that, no, this is, I'm not like her or him. But you are. And Yeshua, Jesus said that, he said to his students or his followers that you can do more miraculous things than I can. You are just as magical as I am. It's just that I am aware of it. And I have trained myself. Yeah, I think that's all I wanted to share today. And I've been really in the Yesod energy today because I met this person a couple of weeks ago in this song healing workshop, and our voices just connected so beautifully, so we wanted to meet and see if we could create music together. And when we were singing together today, he's such a beautiful, he plays guitar so amazingly beautiful, and his voice and my voice, they were just dancing together. We were not singing any specific song. We were just allowing our voice to dance and to merge. And that was such a pure experience of how the Yesod can be, how it can manifest into a form, into creation, from the most pure essence. From that pure diamond, the Yesod diamond can shine so brightly if you allow it, and if you heal the shadow part, that kind of, sometimes the diamond is so hidden inside a cave, and you need to kind of work yourself through all those rocks and maybe a whole mountain before you come into the diamond, which is hiding there inside. But it's worth it, believe me. It requires some courage, though, to really go into those deep, deep wounds, which I think most of us humans are carrying, either from this life or past lives. I have a friend who, when she was a child, she was continuously dreaming of concentration camps, where she was carrying dead people. So she incarnated quite quickly after that life, and we all have that, or at least most of us. Maybe some people are here for the first time, coming from some other dimension, and yet they are here in the human experience. So, okay, I think I have shared the Yesod energy with you. May you tap into this beautiful river. May you realize how beautiful you are and how creative you are in nature.